Are you seeing your marriage as a mistake? Or presently, you are regretting being with the person you are with, and you think the next option is a divorce or separation? Why not take a moment to think about the mistakes you are making yourself and stop seeing your marriage as a mistake? Hi guys, welcome to another interesting episode of your show, The Broken. I want you guys to sit back and enjoy today's show while you drop your comments, your take about what will be discussing today. In the comment section below, click on the like button and also share this video. Let's help ourselves make a better family and have a great marriage we ever dreamed of. Here's the business of the day. Most people see their marriages, when their marriages are going through troubles or challenges, they see their marriage as a mistake, rather than seeing the mistake they are making in the marriage. At this point, you regret being with the person you are with, you regret being with your wife, you regret being with that man, and you start imagining, oh, what if I'm with my ex? What if I get married to my ex? And like that. So many people get a divorce or separation and they still encounter the same problem they had with their first spouse. And this is not because your marriage is a mistake. It is because they have failed to identify the mistakes they are making themselves. So if you remarry 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, but you fail to identify some of those mistakes and correct them, you will keep on having problems even if you are with the best man or the best woman, or let me say the perfect man or the perfect woman, you are still going to have the same problem because you yourself, you are making some mistakes and that you need to identify. For example, when your car has a flat tire, do you abandon the car? No. You repair the tire and move on. Or sometimes when you are facing you are having issues at your workplace, you don't resign or you don't give up on the job. You identify what the problem is and move on, continue with your job. Or for example, when the bulb blows out in a room, do you leave your room or abandon the house? No. You fix the bulb and you light up the room again, and exactly the way it should be in our marriages. There is no marriage that doesn't come with its own challenges, with its own troubles. But when they come, what do? Do we start regretting that our marriage is a mistake? I think it is high time we start taking note of the mistakes we are also making in our marriages. So many of us, we see a lot of couples and we admire their marriage. And I'm telling you, their marriage is not just working out. It is because they have actually made the sacrifice and they have paid the price they should. And that is why we see them, we admire them, while we see the otherwise, or we are seeing some negativity in our own marriage. And another thing we do that is not good is when we are going through challenges in our marriage, a lot of couples will start calling their spouse names and start using some negative words they shouldn't and start regretting. I'll be better if I'd been with this person. I'll be better without you. My life will be this without you. My life will be... And they themselves can actually be the mistake, or they are actually making some mistakes that they have failed to identify. Now, another thing I'm going to talk about is you making mistake and accepting that you are making the mistake. Identifying the mistakes. A lot of people are actually making the mistakes and they are not seeing it that they are making the mistake, and they put the blame on their spouse, pointing fingers and seeing their marriage with the person as a mistake. You need to sit down, discover yourself, Identify what you are doing that is not good, that it's a mistake, and try to work on yourself. Nobody is perfect. Yes, nobody is perfect. And don't forget, the way you make your bed is the way you are going to lie on it. Your marriage can be good as you want it, and you can have the marriage, a blissful marriage, the marriage you have ever dreamt of the marriage you have ever dreamt of, if only you will identify some mistakes you are making that they are not good. I'll be mentioning some of these mistakes, and it might not be the mistakes you are actually making, and that is why I said you should sit down, discover yourself, and identify the mistakes you are making. Now, your habits can be the mistake and not your marriage. Your character can be the mistake and not your marriage. Your attitude can be the mistake and not your marriage. Unforgiveness, infidelity, bitterness, selfishness. A lot of people are out there that they are selfish. They are selfish while they are single, and they are also selfish while they are in marriage. It will never work if you have that selfishness in you and you expect your marriage to work. It is no. Except we just want to deceive ourselves. You think about yourself alone. You don't think about your spouse. In decision making, you think about yourself alone. You don't think about your spouse. You are definitely going to have problem if you have not been having, actually. So, laziness can also be another mistake you are making. Laziness. Not giving your spouse attention can be the mistake you are actually making. I said infidelity, unforgiveness, bitterness. You are so bitter, you can't let go of what your spouse. See, nobody is perfect. Your spouse will offend you as many times as possible, and all you could do, or all you can do, is to keep forgiving him or her. And trust me, it works. It's gonna help you guys go a long way. Be that person that you want to be. Another thing is loving your spouse for who your spouse is. We all have our weaknesses. There's no doubt about that. Because we are not perfect. Then loving the person, you already notice some things about the person. Okay, why not I already know that's who you are, and loving the person for who the person is. Another thing that is one of the mistakes that we are making is greediness. When you are too greedy and you are with someone, hey, it's not gonna take you anywhere. Another mistake you can be making is greediness. Not letting go of some things, picking offenses. One thing I also want to say is, in a home, in a marriage, offenses is everywhere. It is when you pick them, they become an issue. Your spouse is drinking water and you don't like it. Yeah, it's an offense to you, but it's when you pick on it that it becomes issue. No marriage is perfect. Nobody is perfect. We all are working towards perfection and making our marriage work. But before you take the decision of getting a divorce, before you take that decision of separation, have you been able to identify the mistakes you are making that is not helping your marriage? It takes two to tango. It is the two of you that you want. If your spouse is not making a mistake, definitely there will be someone that is making the mistake, that is not making things work out. And if you love the person, if you are able to identify the mistake, why not work on your mistake and make your marriage work? Marriage is sweet. It is ordained by the Lord. So we should enjoy our marriage. We should enjoy our marriage, and enough of regretting being with that person and saying I should have been with my ex. What makes you feel being with your ex will even be better or will even make you a better person? So that person that God has chosen for you, work on yourself to become a better person. So I'm gonna put the show to an end on this note that Stop seeing your marriage as a mistake. Stop regretting you are with that man. He's the best man you can ever be with. Stop regretting you are with that woman. She is the best woman that you can ever be with. But identify some mistakes you make that makes you feel your marriage is a mistake. Your marriage can never be a mistake. I said it is ordained by the Lord. So I believe you have gained one or two things on the show today. Until I see you next week, same time, same station. Remain blessed and safe. Bye.